Yeah, books suck to move. You can easily pack them tightly into boxes. Turns out they get very heavy very quickly. Learned that lesson a few times. Yup. Oh, wow. This place was not nearly as buried as it was. Oops. Not sure you'd want to sip radiation water. I mean, flower spreader. Ooh. Shredder machine, but what we want is this. I mean, considering this character just has blocks of uranium in their backpack, I don't know. I'd go so far as to say, oh, right, we have all this extra stuff. Can I just... Nope, can't. Alright, whatever. I'll just slap some drills down. There we go. Now I got some inventory space. Perfect. See, wonder if you ever heard of a game called Danganronpa. Yup, I probably will never do a series on it, though. Oh, gosh, that's a lot of resources just kind of sitting around. A lot of fabric, too. Let's grab that. Let's see. Do we want snack? We want snack. And yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to get oxygen in this place. We'll probably have to come back and loot it for stuff. Soggy fabric. Yup. But no, I've always been interested in potentially playing it, but I also felt like it might be a little bit too anime for me, which I realize is kind of a weird criticism for some people, but like, I don't know. There's sometimes when I'm like playing a game and it's too anime, and I'm just like, I just kind of am uncomfortable now, and I don't like this. I had that problem with the second Digimon Cyber Sleuth game, that it started getting too anime, and I was just kind of like, but why though? That's somewhat similar to Phoenix Wright. So I've heard. It's just the really anime stuff. Okay, question. Super alloy... So in reality, if I rip up these two... Yeah, let's do it. If I rip these two up, wrecks my power, don't worry about it. Just to get oxygen in here. Let's see, if I go back to this, do I have another? Nope. My inventory is quite full. Let's just move everything over I can, except for the uranium ore, which we need. Okay, grab the sulfur. I have all the super alloy. Oh, I need radium, not... Got it. Not radium, iridium. There we go. So how is power? Well, it's currently dead. I'm working on getting it back, though. Alright, perfect. It's still a little weird that I'm just putting a nuclear reactor outside, but you know what? Whatever. That solved that problem real quick. And gave me a decent supply of super alloy back. I appreciate it. Oh. This means I can probably fire off another one of those rockets. Let's just get another one of those. Is this all I need? I guess I need the rocket engine. There we go. What's the other rocket again? I should probably take a look at that. Oh, GPS satellite. Yeah, we can do that at some point. Launch! No object to launch. Launch, damn you! Oh, hell yeah. What? What? Yes! we clip that, please? Oh, it's gone. I was not expecting that, but that was perfect. In every way. Oh, baby. Oh. I am very glad I chose to play this today. I was kind of on uncertain terms because I was just like, I don't know. I got other things that maybe I should be playing instead. Nope, this is the right choice. Woo! I love the fact that you can just do that. Oh, man. All right. Well, now that I've janked that up, what are we doing next? We got the algae thing. What can I do in my biolab? There's the biomass rocket, but oh gosh, we need a lot of biomass. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to go do things. What is that? Never happened to me, and I launched more than 50 of them. Did you ever try jumping and standing on any of them? So, I bet if I had done that just right and hit it at just the right angle, I could have gotten it to launch somewhat horizontally over the horizon and potentially take me with it? But it, oh gosh, that would be like a 1 in a million kind of setup there. Doable, but ugh. I don't know. I think I'm gonna relish the possibility that I can do that rather than try and repeat it in a way that I'm probably gonna get bored of. I need that much space food. There's all my there's my UI. Oh boy, I've almost starved to death. 69%. How are my beans? Eat beans. Beans good. I should probably grow some more beans. Woo! Talks about animated dropkicks rocket. I love the fact that it still worked, though. Like, that's the beauty part, is that it still did its job, even if I had broken it hard. Okay, now that we've got that out of our system, what are we up to? I don't know. I keep getting very distracted. What have we unlocked? So I need more heat. Let's see, backpack T5. I don't know if I have that on. Let's see, flower spreader. Place a seed in this to grow flowers in a small area. Gas extractor. And then there's that. But that's gonna take a while. All of this is gonna take a while. Alright. What do I need for a flower spreader? Where even is that? Flower spreader. 3 water bottles, super alloy, magnesium, and fertilizer. Oh. Alright. What do I need for fertilizer? Algae. I don't know how to get algae. Let's go check that puddle. This means rather than being simple code saying rocket move up, or even just an animation, the rockets are physics-enabled objects. I love it. It's probably easier to have them be physics-enabled objects. Frankly. How do I get the algae out of this? Unless I don't, not from here. I should probably move those at some point. Make sure you don't tip over the rockets next time you launch them. Excuse me? The reality is, make sure to tip them over every time. Okay, I actually have no idea how to get the algae out of there. I mean, we could get another one of these. Check the roots under them? Alright. Didn't see any. I'll go back. We might also want to potentially put an algae spreader on a bigger lake. This one's a little small. Oh, these things. Yeah, I need to do this again on a bigger spot. Let's see. Let's go see if my eggplant is done. I guess we could always just tear that thing up and move it. That's the other option. Also, thank you, Arbitrated Sean, for the 2-year resub. 2 years, hot diggity dang. And thank you so much for the support. Okay, deeper the better. Yep. Alright. I'm going to leave that one there because it makes me laugh. Is my eggplant done? No. How close is it? Let's see. Eggplant, water bottle, magnesium, and super alloy. Okay, and we do have the algae otherwise. Let's go stock up on a little bit of water while we're here. There's a number of things that require it. Speaking of... Oh, right. But I can't do it. What does it do? Wow. Wow, the flower spreader really provides biomass. Oh. Because the grass spreader is more for oxygen rather than biomass. What about the vegetubes? Oh, vegetubes aren't doing biomass either. What about the biolab? No, not biolab. This one. Also not biomass. Wait, what the heck is generating all my biomass, then? Barely anything, actually. That's the answer. Okay. Oh! I do actually have more of these. I should probably get the, grow the mushrooms more. And also the squash. Do we have enough iron? I'm gonna put another locker down here. If I can find where I put them. Lockers, storage. There we go. I'm just gonna put all of the extra foodstuffs in here. Because I know we're gonna need them, and I want to regrow them kind of constantly. Alright, now do we sit here and watch this grow? Where's my toe on? Oh, that's my power strip. I probably should not have my feet near that. I have a very janky setup for a while. I do have some spare beans. What about... Honestly, maybe I do get another crop grower. Food grower. Water bottle, iron, and aluminum. Well, that's easy. Grab another eggplant seed while we're here. Okay, food grower. I mean, I could just put it, like, right here. Not the most convenient of locations. But it's not that inconvenient either. The growth speed is kind of slow. I mean, realistically, as long as I remember to actually grab them, it's not so bad. Here, let's do a little bit of busy work. And grab all the iridium and uranium out here. There we go. It's very strange, but I have a small emotional reaction every time it rains in this game. I wonder if that's gonna fill up with water. It might. No, I think it's too high up. Let's see, anything else? I don't know. Not exactly in the same vein, but it was, there was actually a thunderstorm around here yesterday. And, like, Shell and I were actively celebrating it. We, haven't really heard much for thunder in a couple of years. And, like, I realize it's kind of either mundane or even kind of silly sounding to some people. But for us, like, thunder is kind of this comfortable sound. Where, you know, especially if you're just kind of hanging out at home. You know, thunder and even lightning, it really isn't too much of a danger, as long as you don't have any, like, old trees nearby, or you're not out and about and so on and so forth. And so, like, we got some really major thunderstorms when we were in Kansas, at least for that first year that we were there, and it was really pleasant. But, moving to, Portland, Oregon, like, we got a lot of rain, but no thunder. It was actually really weird. Because it could be raining outside and you just wouldn't know. We also didn't have our shades open too much because our neighbors are were kind of meh. What's my inventory doing? Just enough to get all of that uranium, at least. Yeah, thunder, heavy rain, cozy blankets, and hot drink is best. Yeah. And, like, a good book or, like, a really peaceful video game. I'm trying to remember what, like, as a kid, my go-to thunderstorm game was. It was probably Pokemon or something. Oh, wow, this is filled out. I remember looking at this and being like, I'm never going to move it. I'm still not. But the water is rising. ASMR and rain is good to make me have a good night's sleep. Yeah. I don't do ASMR, but I definitely agree with the sentiment. We like listening to rain whenever we need, like, a good night's sleep. Okay, so I can get a flower spreader? No. Because we have to make the fertilizer. Oh. Wow, I need a lot of eggplants. Note to self, make some more growy tubes. That definitely looks less cracked and dry. That might be just that location? I don't know if the land changes too much. I'd love it if the texture changes. I think that would be really neat. It seems reasonably deep. Seems like a good spot for now, at least. Okay, let's scrap some iron. And yeah, because we have the rest. Let's just grab a bunch of iron if I can find any. There we go. Because if the game says I need eggplants on an industrial scale, then I think we need to scale up my eggplant production to match. You know, I should probably actually grab the silicon. I'm going to keep burning it to throw into rockets, which, in retrospect, I've got an auto miner to save myself from doing this. Let's go see what that's got. It's got everything and more, and I should really probably clear it out. So eventually some areas do start getting covered in dusty green color. Neat. I was really hoping that the grass spreaders would actually spread it out. Like, if you guys have ever played Minecraft, and I'm assuming quite a lot of you have, the idea of how you would put like a single patch of grass down, and it would spread grass from there. I wish this game kind of had that. That like the grass spreader would have like really dense grass around it, but also you know, much smaller, kind of more algae moss that just kind of grows out under the patch, so it's not just this kind of scratchy scrub junk. Okay, so I need the aluminum. Let's just do that. And let's go down here. I should probably rotate that. Unfortunately, these food growers, it's a little hard to tell if you've rotated them correctly. Not that hard. Just a little. Yeah, I'll just throw a bunch of these down. Oh, we need some water bottles. Do we clear up my inventory? I certainly don't need all of this uranium. Or the silicon. There, I can get 4 more down. Let's see if I have enough water. Almost. That's a shame. That's what all the terraforming games lack. Proper visually pleasing terraformation. I want to say Surviving Mars had pretty good visually pleasing terraformation. But it's been a little while since I last played that one. I really want to sit down and actually, like, go back to that and finish it someday. I've never done a full run. I always kind of lose steam after a couple hours. I think it's just because it gets terribly slow. That a lot of those games don't increment well. That the entire point of it is, like, the bigger your colony gets, the more complicated it is to deal with. I think that's a mistake. I think it should be more about just, like, more and more ridiculous technology to deal with it all. But I think they're trying to be somewhat realistic, and I can't really blame them for that. Yeah, Okay, we can do one more. But that's fine. I kind of like this like support structure being surrounded by food tubes. Let's see how many seeds I have. Honestly, though, I think we mostly just want eggplants and mushrooms. I don't think I've run across anything that really needed beans or squash. I'll grow a couple, but not many. Terranil is very pretty. Yes! Terranil is probably... if we're talking, like, peaceful terraforming or, satisfying terraforming, I want to say Terranil is king. Like, don't get me wrong, I think this is great, but Terranil just is a class of its own. Let's see. Beans are just food, squash is T2 fertilizer. Alright. In that case, I'm going to start farming some squash. And that leaves me just enough for some other seeds of some variety. Let's go check the other area over here. I feel like you've been a little backseaty. Sorry about that. It's mostly understandable, and I'm glad you recognize that. I'll kick in the brakes if it gets too demanding. But it's kind of one of those where, like, especially for this game, I don't think I really need the backseating, unless I have a question or if I need to remember a recipe, or if I'm, like, really, really stuck. But I'll almost invariably ask for help if I get super stuck. I'm not against asking for help. It's kibitzing. That is the word. I've been, I have been on my own, except for living with Shell, more or less for the last 5.5 years. And so now that I'm back in my parents' house, there's kind of that aspect of parental oversight that is, I think part of the reason why I always have had maybe a little bit more of a negative reaction to backseating than maybe some other YouTubers and streamers. Ooh, we have a lot of iridium in here. I'll grab it if I have to. Let's grab the bioplastic. Whoa! What I really need... Nope. What I really need is the mushrooms at the moment. I guess I'm just gonna grab all of these. I don't know about the tree seed, though. I don't know about, like, half of this stuff. Move over the cobalt. Yeah, I'd forgotten I'd, loaded this place up before leaving, and apparently I should probably clear it out the rest of the way. Grab this sulfur while we're here. See, speaking of incremental games, thanks for all the orb uploads on YouTube. I found so few other people's uploaded orb is a bit sad, because the dev is awesome, deserves more recognition. Yeah! That game is so good. It is currently the only game I am a Patreon of. I've only ever done that for one other developer, and for that one, admittedly, I regret a little bit, but it's rare for that to happen. Let's put away all the iridium for a second. We'll just grab all the seeds that I can. I know seed lermas are good for something, though I've kind of forgotten what. Thank you, Northern Moorhound, for the Prime sub, and also, thanks for all the amazing content you make on YouTube. Yeah, thank you. And thank you... Wait, no, I already got arbitrated Sean, but thank you all the same. I can word. I am not actually used to doing long-term commentary. My my vocal cords are out of practice. What was I talking about? Let's see. Not going to mention and say what other dev it was. Forager. Another fantastic incremental game, but the dev is a jerk. And so I'm always kind of just like torn on that one. It's like, I really loved it, and then just sad as well. Oh, I still had some iridium that I could have dropped off. Oh well. Like, I've seen worse developers than the Forager dev, but he was not a great dude by the end of it, and I was just kind of like, okay, I'm just going to distance myself from this project. And now I guess I just kind of besmirch it every time it comes up. A lot of it boils down to, as like a content creator and influencer, I really do have influence in what I say and do. And so, There's got to be something else that took seed lermas. Grass spreaders. So aluminum, magnesium, and a lot of water. How many do I have? 8? 8. Cripes. Let's see. Aluminum, magnesium. Let's see. So my words have a lot of weight when it comes to like talking about a recommendation for a game or an anti-recommendation, effectively. And so if I like talk about a game being neat or an idea being neat, I will see a number of people react to that and potentially pick the game up. But if it's a game that I'm like talking about, but I feel like I don't want people to pick it up, I feel like I have to kind of mention it because I'm... Not that I'm afraid that I'm going to give like a bad person a recommendation, but, you know, I don't know. I'd rather good devs get people's attention and money rather than mediocre ones. That's the only have one Patreon active for Sock Pop. Eh, they deserve it. They're pretty good. Stacklands was fantastic. I wonder if I could put a grass spreader underwater. Nah, it probably doesn't get any power. Can I put it somewhere stupid? Like up here? Please tell me. Damn it. It was worth a shot. Oh boy, I need a lot of water. How much do I need for another one of these? Yep, that's a doozy. Let's see, I have a couple Patreon, I've done a couple Kickstarters, which I know can have a bad rep, but I've been lucky with all the Kickstarters I backed. Honored everything they said they do. I think it varies. Usually for me, when I kickstart something, it's kind of the expectation that it's probably not going to get made, or it's not going to turn out the way I want it to. But that, like, I'd still rather gamble on the potential for that game to become a reality, rather than not. Though I've been pulling back from Kickstarter for a lot of reasons. I was hoping, like, Fig, for example, would actually rise to prominence in Kickstarter's kind of floundering, but it looks like they've switched over to mostly just being an investment firm for video games instead. Which is a bit of a shame because, you know, I always thought Fig was kind of cool. And I can safely say that they're actually even cooler than they used to be, because apparently they're just run by one of my good friends, who fell upwards into the leadership role at that company. Let's see, do we got some beans? We got some beans. Me and the boys. 3 a.m. Let's see, got any more iridium? Yeah. We've also got a bunch of seed lermas. But yeah, I think most of the Kickstarters I've backed have actually generally gone fairly well. There's one called Doko Roko that I'm pretty sure the developer just took the money and ran. Like, they tried to finish the game, but they never succeeded. Which is a bit of a shame, because I liked it. I'm gonna pick this up. I liked the fact that my base was getting sprinkled, but it was getting a little messy. Instead, wait, what if I just surround this power plant and just a ton of grass spreaders? I should do that. Just get really aggressive with it. Oh, that'd be funny. But yeah, I don't really blame the Dokoroku developer. I'm pretty sure he just bit off more than he could chew. But kind of a sad thing because it looked neat. Though I'm sure if it came out nowadays, I'd probably be disappointed. It looked great 6 years ago. Now it just looks kind of okay. What was the other one? Oh shit, what was that weird action RPG that Tiny Builds published last year? I've forgotten the name of it. Let's see. Oh, I can get another one of these. Yeah, even if I can't build the grass spreaders, we might as well get some solar panels down. Not that they produce a meaningful amount of power at this point compared to that power generator. Was it Unnormal? No, it wasn't Unnormal. I forget the name of it. Let's see, and this is big full of seeds. You know what, actually, I'm gonna take all these seeds. We'll move them over to the crop one. Just clear out space. I'll have to work on that later. Yeah, there we go. Oh, right, I was gonna grow, like, 2 more mushrooms. There we go. Oh, let's see. So what are we working on next? Probably more algae growers if my eggplants are done growing. 81% and 92%. Okay, that's not so bad. What are the other major progress things? So we don't need the recycling machine. We don't need the shredder. Maybe I should look at the map? Maybe I should look at the map. I mean, otherwise we just go back to heavy launch platform stuff. Yeah, maybe let's go do that. Let's see. I'm gonna need a lot. Oops. Oh yeah. No, I got that right. I'm gonna need a lot of super alloy where I'm going, so I should probably go grab a little bit more. Let's see any details in the action RPG game. It was pixel art published by Tiny Build, and they like originally had marketed it to have like 9 or 10 different characters, and they all looked like really weird. One of whom was like named Marduk, I'm pretty sure. And he was like a dude in a golden coffin, and I think he made it into the final build of the game, but almost nothing else did. Beyond that, I don't know. I didn't play too much of it. Just a little bit. But that was one of those games where the developers had like a really promising showing as far as like what they'd made for the Kickstarter, and it's like, wow, this looks incredible. And then apparently like spent multiple years infighting over like what to make of the game. Because I think it was even like kind of implied to maybe be slightly roguelike-ish or some other stuff. And then like one of the developers tried to like hold the game hostage. And prevent the other developers from getting access to it, and like a bunch of other stuff. And I think Tiny Build stepped in, canned all of the problematic people, and then finished the development themselves effectively. Which I actually thought was kind of great of them. You don't usually see that for game publishers, but like Tiny Build has always been somewhat of class acts as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure they've done some kind of things, but I certainly haven't seen it myself. Okay, so let's zip over here, go to the biolab thing, and then we'll get the. Oh, there's the osmium. There's the osmium cave that I should probably check out, and then we've got the sand waterfalls, which apparently is just like a probably better starting spot if it's got a bunch of super alloy in a cave. Oh, did I thought I had a thing on the ground for decoding stuff. Maybe I don't. But I'm pretty sure it's cheap as dirt. GPS satellite level 2. I haven't even built the first one. Rad. Okay, I'm just gonna leave everything here. We'll come back for it. Possibly die. We'll see. Oh. If you're going to launch the GPS rocket, you'll have to start with the tier 1 rocket, then work your way up, otherwise it won't work properly. That's hilarious. Whoa. Rad? I have not been here before, and this is new. I thought this was the way to the sand waterfalls, but I think I'm wrong. Or maybe it is? I don't know. Nope. This looks like a completely new area that I've just stumbled upon, maybe. Well, I'm here to explore. Unfortunately, it looks like just a lot more regular resources, nothing fancy. No weird caves or crashes. Well, I'm just gonna wander around and see if there's anything interesting while I'm out here. Oh, there's another bunker out here. Did I pass it? They're not the most obvious. And I'm going kind of fast. I almost kind of wish there was like an anomaly radar. It's like, hey, there's a thing over here that you should keep an eye on. So if you get closer, it's just like, whoa, check this out. That was one thing I really liked about Subnautica. It was very hard to miss anything of any import. Yeah, I did pass the bunker. Good to know. I'm assuming it's over by the satellite. Either that or it's in that weird hole. I'll go back. I haven't been looking that closely, I guess? Yeah, closely. But yeah, all of the little coordinates in Subnautica, there's like, hey, go here for a crashed, for like a crashed sub-bit. Or not sub-bit, one of the, emergency pods. Okay. Yeah, not here. I am probably going to run out of oxygen. But I'll see what I can do before that happens. Oh, the one problem is I'm going to drop most of the resources on hand. I mean, who knows? Maybe the bunker will save me. Oh yeah, there it is. Wow. That is super not obvious. Can I put a beacon down? Yes. Before I die. I'm back. Died, dropped some of my inventory. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Inventory dump. Okay, and there it is. I like that. This is a good song. What song is this? Oh, it's this song. Okay, I know this song. I don't remember where it's from, or who made it. And my little preview thing is too small, but I can always check in the footage. Not a biggie. Let's see. Double check to confirm, but a friend mentioned Subnautica 3 to be developed was announced. I know they're working on another game. I don't know if it's Subnautica 3 necessarily. Okay, so we're probably going to have to pick and choose what we keep from this area. And I guess I could put a base down, but eh. Okay, here we go. Hydration is low. Climb. I think that's all of that. Is that everything? Is there no, like, lore marker? I was wrong. I knew there would be more. There's something about this area felt too dang small. Whoa. Hi. I'll do whatever it takes to quit this planet. I did dig deep to find these resources needed to build a launch platform. The storms have been less frequent recently. I have to find a big meteor crater to build that platform at the bottom. At the bottom of it, in order to be protected from the winds. The magnetic fields of this planet are completely crazy. It's the first time I've seen this in all of my life. Once again, I leave this shelter hoping to be able to make it. Interesting. Right. Secret gnarly hangnail. Yeah, there it is. I don't know about you guys. I get them terribly. They're really annoying. Ilkus. Please tell me I have some water. Yes! Quaff. Grab the rest of this. We're just going to put away a lot of the easy-to-find resources. Anything that is easy to mine. There we go. That's the good stuff. Might be more to this place. But I ain't seen it. And I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go back. Thank you. Yeah, I probably would have missed that. Oh. Shoot. Here's the problem. I don't actually want this beacon here. No, and I don't have... I most assuredly don't have enough resources to get the oxygen back. So I'll probably pass out again. At least I know exactly where I'm going to pass out, though. Which makes my life a little easier. Bleh. I still love the idea of the Grim Reaper just kindly taking us back every time. Just being like, oh, well, he's done it again. Poor sod. And then we just get back out there. It's great. Does flying take O2? Nope. It's just a timer. I think it's 1 for 1. So I effectively have like 370 seconds to get everything done and back to some oxygen. Where's my backpack? Unless I didn't drop it that time. I mean, whatever I dropped it, it's not that big of a deal. Unless it warped into that. Nope. Did it bug because I was flying? I can see that. Oh, if you died on a slope, it's most likely underground. Well. I died around here. Is there a console? Probably not. Well, whatever. I'll live. Let's see. Could also be the last point where I was touching the ground. That's an interesting theory. I'll double check real quick. Should be pretty easy to spot. I wish there was a marker where you died. Well, there's a box here. Nope. Yeah, it's a shame. Interesting I can't salvage that. Oh well. The nice part is, yeah, I didn't lose anything important. And frankly, with this game, with how repetitive the resources are, it's not really a big deal. So it was either underground for where I was flying, or just deleted itself. Whatever. It's fine. Some other games, that could have been like an actually unrecoverable loss, but for a game like this, where it's just every resource is vaguely a dime a dozen, meh. Obviously, I should be more careful, but it's kind of easy to just be flippant about it.